Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this one we're going to be testing the GeForce RTX 3060 Ti in Silent Hill 2 Remake, and we have the Zotac Twin Edge OC model of the card. This is the GDDR6 variant, not the GDDR6X, and we have 8 GB of VRAM. We are on the latest NVIDIA driver 565.90. We have resizable bar enabled, and over here in Task Manager we have Intel Core i7-13700KF CPU. For memory, we have 64 gigabits of DDR5 CL36 6000 MHz RAM, and finally for MSI Afterburner, we have no overclocks applied. Everything is set to stock settings except the fan speed, which is set to 82, because this card tends to heat up a lot like crazy if I don't increase that fan speed manually. So let's get inside the game and check out the frame rates. So we are inside the menu, guys. We're starting it off at 1080p resolution at first, and we're gonna be using the medium preset, renderer quality preset, and we are gonna turn off this motion blur, and that's all for the settings. And I can't show you the actual settings when using the medium preset. So I just started a fresh new game again. I was testing the 3070 Ti earlier. So right now with a medium preset, here we go. Let's see how we manage to stay above 60 FPS. Like right now we are staying. And the last video, I noticed that the game, my OBS was actually not recording of the game audio for some reason. I never realized that before editing. And it was too late at that point. But yeah, right now we are getting like 56, 57 FPS. And so far, I think this is the most demanding area, the starting. And I really don't know because I really haven't played this game too much. So I was just testing it on the 3070 Ti in the morning and now at night with the 3060 Ti. And there are a lot of stutters initially because, yeah, this game is in UE5. These micro stutters, these small stutters here and there when walking, it's very common in UE5 titles. Like those spikes, as you can see, pretty much. Like it's constantly doing that. Especially does that when you don't really get high enough FPS in, and when sitting below 60, it usually happens more. And yeah, at that place, you're gonna get that stutter. But moving forward, I'm not getting any more stutter right now. I want to have a look at something else from here. Those branches and logs over there, yeah, they are not flickering right now, but these grass are flickering. I'm not sure if it's the medium preset or not, but we'll have a look at high and epic as well. And 1% lows are very good in this game, considering it's a UE5 title. It's very smooth though. You will see here and there stuttering, but that's very common with UE5 titles. That's nothing new. But yeah, it's one of the better UE5 titles out there, I would say. And yeah, the mod looks really, really good. I'm just gonna proceed forward and then load back in when I use the next preset, so we can carry forward the same area. Okay, there are stutters here and there when loading the cutscenes as well. Generally, cutscenes play at 60 FPS, 30 FPS. And there are loading stutters also when you enter a new area for the first time. And there's those heartbeat stutters, heartbeat on the frame time graph. You will notice in some areas. But yeah, VRAM usage at 7.2 gigs. I mean, you can't really expect more from a 3060 Ti at this point. And I guess 4060 will have the same performance. And the game also doesn't support FSR or DLSS frame gen, so we won't be able to utilize those as well. But yeah, averaging at 60, as you can see, using the medium graphics settings. So I'm back in the starting area, guys, but this time we're using the high quality preset. So at the starting area, we are getting 60 FPS, but as soon as we go down, we're gonna drop to those 50 frames. So yeah, these grass over here in this game, they look very flickery and shimmery. I don't know why. It's probably not the grass, it's actually the shadows which is falling on them. And they're very flickery. I'm not sure if you can notice that on the YouTube video. But yeah, those shadows on the grass are very flickery. And those stutters are still there, as you can see, in that area over there, coming down the hill. And these grass over here will also be flickering. Yep, they're shimmery and flickering, even though I'm not moving my camera. But the grass itself is actually moving, and it's still flickering. I don't see any shadows though over there. Can also be the shadows which is doing that. Yeah, I don't really like the grass in this game and the shadows. Anyway, we are averaging at 57 FPS. And VRAM usage is at 6.4. It's not that very demanding on the VRAM though in this game. And this issue is this ghosting issue around my character. And if you use DLSS, that reduces it a lot though. And right now it's very noticeable. Just look at his jacket and the face. That's crazy. So moving on, we are still getting 57, 56, mid-50s. I think maybe in during action sequences, which I haven't really seen yet, because I couldn't really play the game. I didn't have time. So maybe it will drop to 40-ish FPS. A scarecrow over there, those his arms and other branches on him, they don't look too good. I mean, on high it's fine. It looked worse on medium though. Texture quality looks great in this game. The game is relatively smooth though, except the stutters. You can tell by the 1% low, which is sitting just right at 30, which is still okay. Alright guys, now I've turned on DLSS quality, but we are using the Epic quality preset this time. And I am not going back to the starting area right now. I just want to continue ahead. And DLSS makes those static reflections even worse than what they were before. So you gotta keep that in mind. But yeah, DLSS implementation is really well done though, as I have seen in the 3070 Ti when testing that. Because even at 1080p, I can't really tell that much of a difference, except when looking at those reflections. And I can't really tell mainly because of this fog around this area, because I can't see at distance, but I assume it's gonna be blurry at distance. But I don't think that matters in this game, I think, because we will mostly be in one closed area.
Hello?
So yeah,
Anyone in here?
won't be having long distance encounters in this game, so it's fine. Let's take that key. Let's open the next area. So VRAM usage has gone up because of the Ultra preset, or the Epic preset we are using right now. It's probably maxed out at this point. And we are getting 67 FPS average. This game keeps giving me Resident Evil vibes. Even though I haven't played this game back in 2001, I keep saying to 2021 for some reason. But yeah, I know about this game but never played it. And there's those loading stutters again. But it's very smooth though. 1% low is at 53. In terms of smoothness, the game is really optimized. That's what mainly matters, guys. Like, the 1% lows is the main thing which you should be keeping an eye on. And if that is not good, if it at least not 60% of your average frame rate, then I would say the game is not that optimized well. And obviously, there are stutters also to consider, but this game doesn't stutter that much except those traversal stutters and loading stutters, which is common with every single UB5 title. So that's nothing new for this game. So I wouldn't judge it with those things. So. And I think we have reached Silent Hill now. I don't know what to do though. I have no clue whatsoever. So I'll just keep on roaming around here. And I don't know if there is any save locations though. I would like to save them. Maybe it auto-saved, I guess. So I'm turning on ray tracing this time. This game has ray trace shadows, reflections, and probably ambient occlusion as well. Not sure about that. But anyway, we are using Epic quality preset and along with DLSS quality. And I am really shocked that it can still get 60 plus FPS. And look at that reflection now. It's very nice of that temple or whatever that is structure. But I think the reason we are getting so much FPS right now, even with ray tracing, because we are not in a very demanding area whatsoever with a lot of reflections and shadows. It's mostly, I think we'll find it in interiors, like in that settings image it showed. And where would I have to go though? What is that? Guess we are going to now face enemies.
Hey, wait.
That's not friendly, bro. Look at that tree reflection though, so nice with ray tracing turned on. Before it looked so crap, man. This music, this creepy music is getting on my head now. So eerie. Holy. It's so much reminding me of Last of Us as well, these alleys. I mean, I don't have weapons, so I don't think I will encounter anything bad right now. It's over there. Not sure why I am following that creature. Let's keep moving.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. Why would you say hello to that thing? You can see blood all over that. And that thing got no limbs as well. And there is another loading stutter over there. Wow, in interiors we are getting like, wow, we're dropping to 49s over here. It's very laggy though. Alright guys, moving on to 1440p resolution, and I'm using borderless mode because my capture card cannot capture at full screen for 1440p. We just lose like 1 or 2 FPS, that's it. So you can add it overall to the result. And we are gonna stick to the medium preset this time with no DLSS. So I'm back into the forest area right now. And wow, look at that. Can't even get 40 FPS. So yeah. You're gonna get 30-ish FPS, 30 to 40 FPS using medium preset at 1440p. And let me know if you play at 1440p with a 3060 Ti. I mean, it's not the resolution to be playing at with this card, but I know many of you are there who are using this for 1440p as well. Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to know. Because this is generally for people with 1080p displays. The VRAM usage is sticking at 7.1 because we increased the resolution, of course. And the game is not that intense on the CPU whatsoever, let me remind you that. So any low-end CPU can run the game easily, as long as it doesn't bottleneck your GPU. So yeah, over here in this area, we're getting like 40 FPS. So in the jungle, it's more demanding. We're getting like 30-ish, 36, 37. So that's the, I think, the most demanding area so far, as I said. And the frame time, as you can see, 22 milliseconds, 23 milliseconds. So it's very high, but it's smooth regardless right now. There's not too many jumps up and down. The frame time drop. And ghosting is still there, as you can see, even at 1440p around my character. So I just loaded the other save in this room, which I did when I was testing at 1080p. So this is the farthest I have come so far. And I'm very scared right now because of that freaking monster, which is in here. And I feel like it's going to give me a jump scare. I can really hear that. It's a radio. Why is that door half open though? I can hear a radio. Skip that cutscene. I don't want to show you guys cutscenes.
Stay back.
Oh my god. That thing is... Oh my god. Finally we get some action, guys. He's gonna get up though. Man, that thing looks creepy. I've never played this game, as I said before.
Saw in the fog.
Exactly, that's what it's...
It's not human.
I mean, it looks like human, half human. But we have a weapon now in our hand. And now we go out to this window. It's first aid. B for syringe. No, we can't go through that window. Break glass. Something over here. No. Look at that frame drop. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, cutscenes play at 30 FPS. That's what it was trying to do there. And over here, we're getting like close to 50. This is the most we are getting, honestly.
Where are you, Mary?
Okay, up next, by the way, it says 1080p here, but I'm actually at 1440p res. It does that sometimes. I don't know why. And we are using DLSS quality using the high preset this time to achieve 60 plus FPS. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, we can. At least in this area, it will probably drop below 60 in the jungle area, which I'm gonna load in after a while. Show you guys. Let's have a look around for a bit. Yeah, I like this more. I like this music more.
What is that?
Barnelis. M on the map to check new information. Oh my gosh. There's that thing. Oh my. The way it was crawling, that looked funny though. And we can save the game over here. Oh man, those stutters are insane. Yeah, I really do not recommend you play this game at 1440p using this GPU because it's gonna stutter like crazy. I would like to see what my 4070 Ti Super does in this game. Does it still stutter like crazy? This should be able to handle the game easily without any problems. Ah, there, under the car. Where are you going? Come back. You freaking creep. You crawly bastards. Get back here. Alright. Seems like it's dead. Look at the footprints though. When we walk over the blood. That's nice. So yeah, over here we are getting like 40 FPS. So I knew it was gonna happen because obviously it's a jungle with lots of trees here and there. So you know what to expect during a jungle sequence, even with these settings. But in that city town area, you can stay above 50 to around 60-ish. Okay, I'm also going to show you with medium preset using DLSS Qlty. Let's check this out in the forest area. So you might be getting a little more breathing room with this. You might be touching 50s here and there, even inside the forest, as you can see. So yeah, it might be a slightly better experience. But I think a game like this is very much playable from 50 to 60 FPS, as long as it is smooth though. And this freaking noise over here, every time I come here, there's this creepy noise coming from there. And our GPU is really heating up a lot, even though we have the fan set to 82%. Because the cooler on this card, the Twin Edge OC, is horrible. The thermal pads and everything is just garbage. So yeah guys, 50 FPS average in this jungle overall. It's very much playable, I would say. But still, I would say stick to 1080p resolution with this game, because it's gonna stutter like crazy otherwise, as you have seen. Especially in the town areas when you encounter new enemies. And those loading stutters are gonna kill your experience, because you will be getting way lot lower FPS compared to 1080p at that point, so you will have a much worse experience. Alright, finally for 4K resolution, even though the game is already struggling on this GPU at 1440p, but we're gonna still test 4K just for the video, and we're using the performance DLSS using the low quality preset at first, because it is really difficult to run this game at 4K on this GPU. And using any higher preset, even at low, it's very difficult without using performance DLSS. So in this jungle area, as you can see, using performance DLSS, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It looks very similar to 1080p and might even look close to, might even look better than 1080p, in my opinion. Because those grasses over there, which were flickering and shimmering, is actually not there right now. I'll go up here and see if that's the case, because this was the grass which was doing that most of shadows, especially. Yeah, the shadows do flicker, but it's way less right now because of 4K resolution, upscaling to 4K. And yeah, we're touching 60 FPS even in this area. And the texture quality looks really, really good. There's no blurriness whatsoever. And it's very difficult to tell even that you are running quality DLSS, performance DLSS. If I put side by side with Qlty, if I turn off the FPS counter whatsoever. But anyway, we're getting 59 FPS average, guys, using this. It's very much playable using this if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend. And ghosting is still there at 4K, but yeah, with DLSS, it's very less. Alright guys, that will be it for this video. Do leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and do let me know in the comments down below how much FPS you are getting on your CPU and GPU combinations. I would love to read them, and also let me know whatever else you want to in the comments down below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.